Hello again and welcome to my continuing midlife Dolly crisis. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone who liked the first video or commented or subscribed or all three. And I hope if you haven't already that you might consider subscribing. I basically started to do these videos because during lockdown I watched a lot of unboxing videos on YouTube and I really enjoyed them. They kind of really got me through. I also spent a lot of time buying stuff from AliExpress, which I think a lot of us did, and that was really how I started to get into the Blythe doll whole thing. So today's video is a bit different. It's not an unboxing video, it's more like an opening envelopes video. In that I have got some Blythe clothes, which I got from Etsy, and I'm going to try them on some dolls. So we basically need models. So this is Garland. She is a stock Blythe doll. Her original name was Cloud9 Bowl. Obviously, it's not the catchiest of names. So, because I'm not gay enough, I decided I was going to name all my Blythe dolls after famous Hollywood actresses. So, obviously, this one is named after Judy Garland. This is not her original outfit, by the way. This is something I popped her in. So, just so you're aware, stock Blythe dolls, they don't have a huge amount of articulation. Obviously, this is the head. This is the head. Obviously, the head moves. The arms move up and down, but they don't move in any other direction. They have a twist in the waist, so that does move. I don't want to. Sorry, you're seeing her pants now, but there we go. So yeah, so that moves. Her legs will move like up and down. And they also will click. So depending on how brave you're feeling, they click twice. I think some might click 3 times. I'm not sure. So yeah, so you can click the legs like that, so she can sit down properly. Now, the other doll I have is this one. So this one is called Brooks, named after Louise Brooks. She is not a genuine Blythe doll. So she is what is normally called a fakie or a factory Blythe doll. There's lots of history about the fake dolls, which I'm not going to go into. Basically, they are not made by the same company that makes the original ones, which is Takara. They are bought normally from AliExpress or maybe eBay, things like that. They aren't official releases. They're basically kind of knockoffs. It's essentially what they are. They tend to come on different bodies than the original dolls. They also come naked. So whereas you might be paying a hell of a lot less for a fake doll, you don't get any clothes with them or any accessories or anything like that. You just will get a doll which is naked. One of the things I have noticed is that the hair on the fake girls is a lot better than certainly the more recent dolls that have been released of stock dolls. But yeah, I mean, I guess you can either own a genuine one or you can get a fake doll. And obviously a lot of people who customise the dolls will be using these rather than the genuine dolls, which makes sense. So yeah, her body is different to the original stock doll, in that she has lots of joints and movements, and she has pegs in her arms so she can move them up and down. She also has hands, and these you can actually remove, and when you buy the dolls you're sometimes given like spare hands with different sort of hand positions. She also has a ankle joint, which I'm never that keen with, mainly because I'm always worried when I'm pulling shoes off. So her body is quite different. Her body is actually bigger, I would say, as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if the clothes that I bought for the Blythes will fit her as well. One of them I know is meant to, the other one may not. So yeah, so let's get on with the trying on. Welcome to a whole new angle, looking down at the table. Obviously anyone who's watched a lot of these videos will know that this is kind of done an awful lot. And it's really the best way of showing you stuff up close. So here are the two Blythe dolls, giving each other side eye, which they're great at doing. So let's have a look at the clothes. So the first company I got from Etsy was from Cottage, which is based in the UK. These particular outfits, they didn't say that they would fit the jointed body. They didn't specify it. So they may fit, they may not. Let's have a look. We'll have a look first on Garland and see how they work on her. You will have to excuse the Dolly nudity, but at least she is wearing pants. There we go. Let's cover her up there while we open this. One of the really nice things about getting stuff from Etsy is that the sellers tend to really package them nicely, so it kind of feels like a luxury item almost. And of course they are handmade, so it's basically like, you know, having a couture item, I guess. So here is the first little dress. Let's put this on her. So one of the things that I really love about Blythe dolls is that they look very vintage to me. They always remind me of like something from the 60s, really. Although they weren't sort of produced until the early 70s. I guess there's always that sort of crossover with fashion anyway and looks. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be good on her. It's a good colour as well. So this is a very kind of 60s look that we have here. She's got the big bell sleeves and it's quite short. A nice little sort of tunic dress. It looks really nice. It's made really well and it fits her perfectly. It's really good and the pattern is very kind of 60s. So that is from Cottage, like I said. I will put the links down below. I'm going to see if I can get Brooks into this one. I'm not guaranteeing it because, as I say, it wasn't mentioned in the description for the clothes. But let's have a look. So she has a bit more to come off. Maybe I'll leave the shoes on, even though they don't really go with the outfit. So as I remove the clothes, you'll be able to see a lot of the kind of the joints and the, you know, you kind of see the joints on her. That is one of the disadvantages as well of having a jointed body, in that you can actually see where the joints are and the pegs and all sorts. Whereas obviously with the actually, I'm going to have to take those off. Sorry, with the actual genuine Blythe dolls, you don't see any of that because it's all within the plastic. But obviously they don't pose as well. There we go. The shoes are off. Let's take her trousers off. There we go. And there again, you can see kind of like there's joints on the thighs, the knees and the ankles. And on the arms here, you've got like a joint that turns around there. The arms will go up and down. There's kind of this weird angular joint here. which is great, but you do kind of see it all. So I always feel it's a bit odd when you put them in something which is sleeveless, because you're going to see all those joints. Okay, I'm going to turn her over now and try and put this on. So as I said, there is no guarantee this is going to fit her, but it didn't say that it specifically would. So the other thing about dressing with these dolls is that you can remove their hands, which I'm going to do. If you see any hair on here, it's because I did actually cut Brooks's hair a bit, and it's still kind of coming out. Okay, so this is not going to fit over her thighs, which is unfortunate. But like I say, it was not meant to fit the fake dolls. It was specifically for the genuine Blythe. But like I say, you can never be sure sometimes. So anyway, so let's put her there a sec. So yeah, let's put this one onto Garland and see how she looks in it. As I said before, the Blythe body is a lot slimmer than the kind of the fake Blythe bodies that you get. Of course, you can swap bodies out, and you can get, obviously not the genuine Takara bodies, but you can get something very similar if you wanted to do that with your fake Blythe girls. Oops. Here we go. There we go, another nice little dress there on her. Again, it fits really well, and don't worry, I've got other Blythes that it will certainly fit onto. So that is that. As I say, I will put the link down below. There are lots of things on the Button Cottage Etsy page. Really, really nice clothes. Sort of coats and all sorts of things, so I would definitely give them a look if you're interested in this kind of style. Okay, so the second shop from Etsy, which I'm going to show you, is some clothes that I got from House of Daisies, which is based in Antwerp in Belgium. I ordered them both at the same time, both these and the ones from Button Cottage, and they arrived actually around the same time as well. So just so you know, I'm actually based in Dublin and Ireland, so obviously there's a bit of travelling there. So these will fit the fakey body as well as the regular. So let's have a look and see. I'm not sure if I want them in that one, or maybe that is nicer. Okay, let's have a look. I am going to just turn them over, just so we can. There we go. That's less. Maybe that's worse. There we go. That's better. This was a little card that they sent with the dresses. There we go. So let's open this one first. Okay, so let's try and get this dress onto Garland here. Again, trying to cover up her assets there. One of the things about getting the clothes onto a genuine Blythe is that their limbs are very rubbery. So in the last video, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned that I wasn't going to attempt to put the socks onto Candy Carnival because they are such a pain to try and get on because of they kind of stick to the rubber. And anything you try and get on there is very annoying. The arms are not so bad, but the legs are very rubbery, I guess because there's the joint in there as well. So this is the first dress. This I'm really happy with as well. Again, it's very sort of 60s looking. I just think the style really suits the dolls because they have that sort of look, that kind of almost like a sort of, I don't know, twiggy look, that sort of very sort of big eyes. Obviously, you know, everyone in the 60s had a giant head and a pull string at the back of their neck. But yeah, so there we go. That is the first one, which is really nice. It's a little bit loose, but not like, you know, she's not swamped in it. So I guess that is why it would also fit the fake girl as well. So let's get Brooks into hers. One of the things I liked about this one is that it has the lower waistband, which is a bit sort of 20s, which of course is the period that made Louise Brooks famous. So hopefully this is going to work. It's very difficult getting dolls dressed without showing them naked, I guess. But this is actually slip on very easily. I will reattach the hands because I don't want to freak everyone out. So here is Brooks in her outfit from House of Daisies. I've added some earrings. The earrings were from my Funny Flamingo doll. They're sort of like heart-shaped little sort of dangly earrings. What I should say at this point concerning earrings is that all the fake dolls that I bought have got piercings, whereas the stock genuine Blythe dolls don't always have pierced ears. So if you're getting a doll which has earrings as its stock, then they will have pierced ears. But if the particular doll you're getting doesn't have earrings, then she will just have regular unpierced ears. I've also added some stockings and some shoes. One of the options when buying this dress, and I think a few other dresses on the House of Daisies Etsy shop, was that you could basically just buy the dress on its own, or you could buy it with stockings, and the stockings colours and things like that were they kind of went with the outfits. So that was kind of nice if you wanted to get the whole look. I just bought the dress because I knew I did have stockings. But I just thought it was kind of nice that you could actually just get exactly what you're seeing in the photographs on the site. So yeah, I'm really happy with this look. I think it's very 60s. And I would definitely consider buying from House of Daisies again. So here we all are. There are two new faces who you wouldn't have met before. So over on this side, we have the two genuine Blythe dolls. So obviously we know Garland, who is the redhead, and the one here, the blonde, is called Fairchild. She is my Fanny Flamingo doll. Both these girls are wearing the outfits from Cottage. And over on this side, we have this girl here who is called Kit, after Eartha Kitt. And these are both my fake girls, and they are dressed in the clothes from House of Daisies. I should say at this point that I'm not endorsed by either shop. It's just that when I was on Etsy, they were the two shops that caught my eye most, and the ones that I decided to buy the clothes from. Saying that, I would definitely buy from them again. They were both really good, and I'm really happy with the clothes. And I think the girls are happy with the clothes, hopefully. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like or comment, and I hope maybe you will think about subscribing if you haven't already. So until the next time, bye bye.